Hello and welcome to the show, and welcome to the Adventures of Severus Dickus. Well, we all thought we'd meet Severus in Britannia itself, fighting the Britons in the next part of his adventures. However, it is what is now known as New Year's Day, and Severus Dickus has been given his marching orders by Pompus Gitus, the legate of Legio LXIX Fellatio. He's got to take his troops from Germania and make for the coast in Belgica, to muster with other units prior to crossing the sea to Britannia. Little does he know that Veruca is going to give him a parting gift. Yes, it's the New Year's Day special. So marching out with Severus is his two Optios, Titus Anus and Maximus Coccus, or Minimus Coccus even, one musician, three groups of legionaries, two groups of auxiliary foot and two groups of auxiliary bows. Having gone from village to village in his tribal area, Veruca has cobbled together some sort of force here. You've got two stages, two leaders, Pussy and Fungal, one musician, the Oathsworn warriors, four groups of warriors, two groups of frothers, and some slingers and javelins. This is his final chance to exact revenge on Severus Dickus. So here we go, it's the middle of winter. The Romans are marching down the valley from top right to top left, and they're already on the table. The main German deployment area is shown here by the large blue cross, and they also have 6 ambush points as indicated here. Force morale for the Germans isn't particularly high, it's on 9. They are tired and have been beaten effectively. This is their last chance. The Romans, however, have a force morale of 10. They're happy, they're leaving Germania and off to Britannia. So here come the Romans marching down the valley, whistling while they work, or certainly whistling while they march. The famous centurion bogey tune, Severus Dickus out front with his legionaries. They're in open order, they're quite happy, milling along, and march discipline's not good because the auxiliary foot are hanging out the back with Minimus Coccus. However, what could happen on a lovely New Year's Day like this? Well, Veruca and his gang might have something to say about it. They're hiding in the trees. And next turn, can you believe it? Old Severus Dickus is up straight away. Well, this time he's going to be sensible and tell that lot to move. There you go, 8. And the century will get going as well. They go 8 as well. Veruca's going to have to be careful here. The Romans are halfway there. Leader 4. Well, those bows have just moved. Righty-ho, some German action. So one group of slingers will pop out from this deployment here and immediately open fire. 6 dice hitting on 5s. Well, 2 hits. That's going to be this group and this group. It counts as medium armour because of the slings. So front group 4 is a point of shock, and the middle group 6 is a kill. Oh, there we go. And the other slingers are just going to pop up here from this deployment point and do exactly the same. 6 dice hitting on 5s. Oh, 1 hit. That's the front group. Roll is 3, which is no effect. All of a sudden, Severus Dickus gets an uneasy feeling and sees figures flitting about in the trees either side of him. Oh dear. Buttock cheeps are flapping. Blue 4, fanatic leader, not yet. 2, fungal, not yet. Red 3, Minimus Coccus. He needs to get his auxiliary century moving. 5, not very impressive. You can also tell the auxiliary bows behind him to move up. 8. And they'll come to his left flank. Blue leader 5. The other group of fanatics, not yet. 3 is Pussy, no. Oh, and Tempest Fugit. Okay, no Signacars in play. End of turn. First card up is Blue 5. Fanatics, not yet. 6. Oh, that's the slingers again. Now, I think the Romans are going to play shields up for 1 Signa. So hitting on 5s. Ooh, just the 1 hit anyway. Probably wasted a Signa there. And that's on the front group as we look. 5 is another point of shock. And the other group 2 hits. One on the front group. No. Second group. No. Oh, there we go. But one of those signet cards is now in play. Right, red leader 5. That's the bows. Away they go. 11. Blue 7, that's the javelins. Well, they're also going to pop out of that deployment point. Just go there and start to pepper the century. 6 dice, hitting on 5s. 2 hits, so I'll do the middle group and the rear group. Middle, no. Rear, no. 1 javelin of 3 gone. Blue 4 fanatics, not yet. Red 4. Right, well that's these bows at the front. They will just pivot there and have a go at the slingers. Right, hitting on 5s. That's a crunchy 4 hit. And unfortunately for the slingers, they are naked. 3, 4 shock, 5, 6 kill. So 3 shock, 1 kill. Blue leader 1. Ooh, now. And what they are going to do is deploy from here and set themselves in a blocking formation. Baruch will play 1 signet card, get added 1 for further roll, which is 4 becomes 5, all on 2 further. So there's Veruca trying to whip his men into a frenzy. They're not overly keen, they've just got that 2 further each, but they're there as a blocking force. And over the other side is Fungal. This front right hand group for the Germans is the Oathsworn. Oh, Severus Dickus. Right, he's got 3 command initiatives. They are going to change formation and get in close order. He will also take a point of shock off. Blue leader 3. Well, that's Pussy. He's just holding on for the moment. Red 3. Minimus Coccus. 1 command initiative. He will get them to change formation. They're now skirmish order, and he will get this lot to double away sharply on the right flank. And they go 14. So the plan here is to go scampering after these javelins and slingers on the Roman right flank. Blue leader 2, that is Fungal, and he is with the mob and Tempest Fugit. End of turn. Red 4. Well, that's these bows here. They're just going to move out the way of the 2 juggernauts as they close in, and they're going to go for those slingers again. Hitting on 5s. 2 hits. 3, 4 shock, 5, 6 kill. That's 2 more kill. Blue 4, one of the fanatics. Ooh, now, interesting. They're within 12 inches of the mob, and they're going to launch themselves at the century. Smashing in for close combat. Romans don't have shields up at the moment because they changed formation, so that's gone. Right, so for the Romans, 2 shock. And that's down to 4. 2 kills. Not saved. 1, 2, so that goes to 2. 4 shock coming back. They can't do anything about that. Wrong. Roman defensive dice. So they save 2 shock and 1 kill. Ooh, look at that. Bang. So they get 1 shock. They get 1 shock. That's a win by 2 for the Romans, but they are fanatics, so they're going to stay there. We'll have another round. By the way, Severus Dickus is not getting involved in this. All roll by the fanatics. First of all, have 2 shock. So that further is gone. 1 kill. No. Roman defensive dice. Just annihilates that. So no effect. Right. So locked in combat. Blue Signar. Oh, Severus Dickus straight back to that combat. Well, I think this is only going to go one way, isn't it? Right, he's going to take some shock off there and some shock off there, and I think he can do the other side as well. He's not in combat himself. The formation will automatically activate and give this lot a kicking. Right, away we go. So 3 shock. I can't do anything about that. 2 kills. R kills. Bang. Bang. 2 more shock. They're going to be routing. Roman defensive dice. Okay. Cancels the shock. Saving a 4, 5, 6. Oh, look at that. No effect, and they are off. 2d6 plus 6. They're gone. I'm just going to take them off the table there. Poor effort by the fanatics there. Bad things happen. 3. No effect. Severus Dickus looks over at the Vulgari tribal mob. Is that the best you got? Blue 7. Right, it's javelin time for these guys. Hitting on 5s. Whoa, that's a cracking hit. 4. And they're in the flank. So it counts as medium armour, which is 4-5 shock, 6 kill. Oh dear, hopeless. No effect. Blue leader 2. That's old Fungal. He can't do anything. Leader 6. Oh, that's the slingers. Right, these chaps having a go at Severus's gang. Hitting on 5s. Just the 1. It's the near group. They haven't got shields up. So that's a point of shock. And these slingers over here just have 1. Bit pathetic, but they have hit. Light armour, 3-5 shock, 6 kill. No effect. Red Signar. Right, well, that's a point of shock off Severus's group. And Tempest Fugit. Right, well, that's end of turn. First card up is Blue Signar and Leader 2. Can't do anything. Leader 3. Pussy, not yet. Leader 4. It's interesting. It's all the Germans at the moment. That's the other fanatics. I think I'm just going to hold off with them. 1 Red Signar. Red 4. These bows here, they're going to finish those slings off if they can. Well, that's 4 hits. Which is 2 kill and 1 shock. Well, that is them gone. I'll just take them away. Routed. What's left of them? Bad things happen. 3. No effect. Blue 1. Right, more further. Come on, Veruca, what have you got? 2 becomes 3. So they all go up by 1. Not fantastic, but it all helps. Red Leader 3. Minimus Caucus. Well, he'll be going with these skirmishers. 13. And they're going to come just to the left-hand side of those bows. They'll be chasing down the slingers. Oh, Tempest Fugit, and we have 1 Red Signar. So, who's moving? Well, I think it's going to be Severus Dickus' Sentry, actually. So, he will go 2d6 less the lower one, so 6. Wants to try and close before the barbarians get too much of a frenzy. First up, Blue Signar and Red Leader 3, Minimus Caucus. Well, here they are. They're going to chase down these slingers who will evade. They'll go 2d6. So they go 7. And the skirmishers will go 14. So Minimus Caucus doing a great job there, chasing these guys down. However, just realised they're right near this deployment / ambush point, so they might get a nasty surprise in a minute. Blue 2, Fungal, no. Blue 6, well, that's the slingers. There's only 1 group left. They'll turn around and have a go at them. Hitting on 5s. 2 hits. And that is 1 shock. Blue 3, righty-ho. He's going to come straight out of here with 1 group of warriors and smash into those auxilia. They can't evade because they're being ambushed. Let's see what the further is. 5. So they're on 4 further. And Pussy is in the fight, as is Minimus Caucus. Looking for 5s and 6s. Well, I'm afraid that is piss poor by the Germans there. They've got an absolute hammering. They'll take 4 shock. All that further's burnt off immediately. 2 kills are just 1. So point of shock there. And it's medium armour, 1 kill coming back. So that's 1 kill there and 1 shock. That's a draw, so we go again. 2 shock. And up to 3. 1 kill is a kill. And up to 4. 1 shot coming back there. They're on 3 and 2 kills. Armour save on a 5-6, saves 1. So that's another kill, and they're up to 4. Even Stevens on the kills, they're locked in combat. Oh, would you believe it? Next card up is Tempest Fugit. End of turn. Quick synopsis then before we crack on. The main event in the valley here, Severus Dickus getting his troops organised to smash into the mob who are trying desperately to get themselves worked up into a frenzy. The bows there have done a good job for the Romans, got rid of the slingers. The auxiliary foot pushing up here may well do the same for the javelins. And old Pussy thought he'd do a number on the right flank, but he's got messed about and may well be running away shortly. We shall see. Right, first up is Leader 2, Optio. Tell you what he's going to do is dress ranks. So Titus Anus will get this chap here to move forward to where Severus is. Make sure they've got maximum numbers in the front ranks. Leader 6. Well, that's the slingers there. I guess they're going to have to turn around and have a pop at Severus. Hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Medium armour. No effect. Shite. Leader 6. Now, this is an extra one. That's the auxiliary supernumerary commander when they broke away from Minimus Coccus. And there they are. They're going to go straight for the javelins. Who will evade? They're going to go 2d6. So they go 5. And the auxiliary will charge after going 9. I don't quite catch them. They're certainly chasing them away. Oh, there we go. Severus Dickus. He's going for it. Right, we'll play 1 Signet for aggressive attack and 2 for step out. So 3. I want to make sure he gets into contact. So we get rid of the lower one. Oh, plenty of movement there. They're in. So we'll start this side. Both Severus and Veruca are going to be in, but not massively so. Just the 3 dice for them. Aggressive charge by the Romans. That group is supporting, and that group is supporting. Right, first of all, do the shock on the barbarians. 1, so the fervour goes down to 2. 3 kills is 2 kills. They save 1. So 1 goes there. Is one of them on what's his face? No. So that's another kill. And the fervour's gone. Defensive dice for the Romans. Saves 2 shock. And 1 of those kills. Wrong. 3 shock. And armour saves on a 4, 5, 6. Save both of them. So that is a win by 2. Loser falls back 1 inch per shock on groups. Right, mateys, back you go. Now over the other side, Fungal is in. These guys are supporting. The Optio, old Titus Anus, isn't. I got this wrong previously. He's got to stay at the rear with the beer and the gear and encourage with a sharp stab to the back of those legionaries. Away we go. Big hit from the barbarians there. Right, first of all, let's do a shock coming back on them from the Romans. They're down to 2 fervour and a kill. Is a kill. Fervour drops to 1. Defensive dice need a good roll. Saves 2 shock and 1 kill. Can't do anything about those 2 shock, but they can spread them out. So 1 goes there and 1 goes at the rear. And armour saves on a 4, 5, 6. Saves 1, so 1 kill. And they'll take another shock. So they're even Stevens and they're remaining combat, and we go again. Now I'm thinking because that combat has broken this side, then they can now support them. Might have got that wrong. Good hit from the Germans there. Right, 1 shot coming back, so their fervour's gone. 1 kill. Not saved. Up to 1 shock. 4 kills coming back, so defensive dice first will save 3 shock. Armour saves 2. So it's 2 kill, but no shock. Or the ranks are thinning there, aren't they? Leader 3, Minimus Coccus. However, before we do combat, I need to roll bad things happen for these Oathsworn being pushed back. 5. Ooh, that's a cheeky -2. Barbarians are on 7 force morale. Right, we're straight into this fight now. I think Minimus will take a point of shock off. That might make all the difference. Both leaders are in. Well, not very exciting there. So it's a point of shock on the Germans. And a kill. And another point of shock, so up to 6. And it's a point of shock on the Romans. And a kill, which is not saved. And they go up to 5. Ooh, here we go again. This fight is ding dong. But that's a disastrous round for Pussy there. So 1 shock, they can't do anything about that. Interestingly, Pyrrhic victory. I think the Romans are going to fall back. They got 2 kills though, which are not saved. Definitely 1. Has Pussy caught it up? No. That's 2. Another 2 points of shock. Right, first of all, they have 5. No, 6 with 6. Oh, I forgot about Minimus. They're okay, just. However, these chaps are going to have to move back. There's 6 with 8, so they go back 2. And I think Minimus will be sensible there and stay where he is. Combat ends. Apart from bad things happen. 4. -1. Germans are on 6. Red 4. Well, that's these bows here. I think they're going to make their way over to the flank of the barbarians and see what they can do. I'll go for that deployment point. And they get there nicely. I will start firing shortly. Right, before we go any further, I'm going to play a Signa card and take 1 point of shock off those auxiliary. Next card up is Pussy. Well, I think he'll just take 2 points of shock off there. Leader 2, Fungal. Back to the centre. Right, here we go. Now, I think he can get a push up. Yeah, 2 command initiatives, so they're going to swap over. And they take a point of shock off. It's quite a nifty move. Now, I don't know whether he can actually remain fighting. I'll say not, because he's been doing that. Alright, where we go. Defensive dice for the Romans. Cancels those 2 shock. 2 shock coming back. They're down to 1 fervour. 1 kill. Saving on a 6 doesn't save. Old matey at the back, Ginger's gone, and the fervour's gone. Good hit from the Germans there. Defensive dice from the Romans is 2 shock and 1 kill. Armour saves, neither. Ooh, right. 1, 2. And up to 4 shock. Now, the Optio is going to hold him in line. Come back to that in a minute. 2 shock coming back the other way. So Titus Anus is going to hold that formation in position. All groups in that formation rally 1 point of shock. So they go down to 3. And they lose theirs. And that is it. They stay in position. But they are looking dodgy. Blue Signa. Ooh, can you believe it? Tempest Fugit. So 1 Signa to use. Well, I tell you what, there is one group that hasn't done anything for the Germans so far, and it's a second group of fanatics. They're going to jump straight out of these Oathsworn and smash into Severus Dickus gang here. Bang. 6 further. Pretty good crunching hit there. Defensive dice from the Romans. Ooh, that is a massive throw. Saved all of them. 1 shot coming back. They're down to 5. 1 kill. He's saved actually. Right, so we go again. Huge stonk by the Germans there. Defensive dice. 2 shock and 1 kill. Saved. Can't do anything about that one. and 3 armour saves. Ooh, saves 2. So just the 1, and they're up to 2 shock. Right, 1 shock coming back, so they are up to, or wrong, down to 4. And 3 kills. None of which are saved. So 1, 2, 3, and down to 1 further. But they remain in combat. Now, of course, I forgot to do the initiation of the fight the other side, so we've had 2 rounds there. At least need to do 1 round there at least. So that first round is pretty benign. 1 hit for the Germans. Defensive dice is saved. Right, so second round of combat is a disaster for the Romans. Defensive dice. Oh my god, look at that. Wow. There we go. Save 3, 1 shock. So they're up to 4, which is excess. Right, now they get pushed back. 2 inches, and they get pushed back as well. They will follow up. End of combat. Quick amend on that, it's only 1 inch being pushed back, but I do need to roll bad things happen. Ooh, 6. -2 for the Romans, and they drop to 8. Well, that's the auxiliary foot. So they will charge the javelins, who will evade, and they go another 6. And the skirmishers will chase after them, 9. So they make contact. Gonna be nasty for the javelins. Well, that's 1 shock. 3 kill. Only saving on a 6. Don't save any. So that's up to 4, which is excess. So they go 2, and they'll follow up. Try and finish them off. Well, that's 1 shock on the auxilia. It's 2 shock on the javelins. That's double. 3 kills. Let's do the 3 saves. Oh, none of them. They're wiped out. Bad things happen. 5. -1. Germans are on 5. Dropping like a stone. Ooh, look, leader 5. That's these bows at the back here. They've done bugger all, but they will open fire on the German slingers to the left of the picture there. Hitting on 5s. 3 hits. They are naked. So 1 kill, 1 shock. Right, blue leader 6. There is the slingers there. I'm just going to pivot them around there, and they will have a pop at the auxiliary foot. 5 dice hitting on 5s. 2 hits. 4, 5 shock, 6 kill. 1 shock. Not quite excess shock because of minimus coccus. So the Romans will immediately play their last Signa card and take a point of shock off. Red leader 4. Well, that's the other Roman bows. They can't do anything at the moment. Red Signa, which will be played immediately, and the shock will immediately come off this group here. I've got to desperately activate one of these leaders and get a fill ranks. Oh, there we go. Titus Anus is up, and that's exactly what will happen. Right, so away we go. I'm making the assumption that I can do both sides there. They're down to 1. Doesn't really matter, I guess, but they can't support. I think Titus Anus can take a point of shock off as well. Blue leader 4. Back to this combat here. This is a separate one now from that because they're broken. Crunching hit by the Romans there. 5 shock. They can't do anything. 3 kills. 2 are saved. But matey's routing. So off he goes. I'll just take him off the board. But he will go through the Hearthguard and give them 2 shock as well. Which is not good news for Veruca. Now, I didn't roll defensive dice for the Romans. I buggered that up. I rolled them all together. So there we go. I will have to take 1 shock. and 2 armour saves. One is saved, one is not. There we go, got a bit excited there. Bad things happen because of routing fanatics, no effect. There we go, Veruca's up. Still got a few Signa cards in his hand. He is going to play 3. So he's going to take that shock off. They will charge in. I'm going to bother rolling for that. There we go, straight back to combat. Veruca's all in, Severus Dickus is all in. Big hit by the barbarians there. Roman defensive dice. What's that? Saves 2 kills and 1 shock. So they go up to 5. Armour saves. 1. 1 kill. Another shock. Living dangerously. And 1 kill coming back is not saved. Oath sworn goes. And we repeat. However, because we're all in, I need to roll for the 2 leaders respectively. First of all, Severus Dickus. He's okay. Veruca is not. He was wounded. So I'm going to have to put matey back. I guess that shock comes off as well. And Veruca takes a hit. What's happened to him? 6. Lightly wounded. Reduced status level by 1 for the game. Down to level 2. Round 2. Ding ding. Again, big hit by the Germans. Defensive dice for the Romans. Ooh, saves 3 shock. And 1 kill. Do some armor saves. Saves 2, but there's another one gone. Before we do that, is it Severus Dickus? No. Seven. So there's 5, 6 with him. They're excess. 3 shock coming back. 2 there. I think I can spread that to them, so they will drop to 2. 1 kill is not saved. Is that on old Jobby? No, it's not. So he goes, and they're up to 3. They're pushed back. So it's 6 with 7 with Severus Dickus. So they only go back 1. Oh, that's nice. They've aligned with them. And they will follow up. Right, I forgot to do bad things happen for Veruca. 4. -1. Germans are on 4. And the Romans being pushed back on 2 is no effect. End of combat. Oh, first card up. Can you believe it? Tempest Fugit. End of act. So all groups in close combat withdraw 2 inches to leave a 4-inch gap between them and their opponent. All groups remove 1 point of shock or reduce further. And any skirmisher group less than 12 inches from an enemy must withdraw to a 12-inch distance. So they're going to have to go back because they are in skirmish order, I guess. As will these from Severus Dickus gang. As will the bows from the mob. So there we go, both sides pausing for breath there, trying to lick their wounds, and this is on a knife edge in the middle, I have to say, although the German force morale is low. Right, first card up is Red Signa. That is shock off Severus Dickus group. And now Severus Dickus himself. Right, he will take 2 points of shock off, so they'll be down to 3. And the final dress ranks, they will go there, or he will go there rather. And that group disappears. But they've done their job and supported well. Red Signa, more shock coming off. Blue Signa, Red Signa. That's me a point of shock off these guys. They're down to 3, getting their act back together. Red 2, Optio. Titus Anus will also take 2 shock off, so 1 there and 1 there. The Romans are really organising themselves well at the moment. Blue Signa, Blue Signa. Leader 6. Well, that's these slingers. They'll just fire directly at Severus Dickus, hitting on 5s, and that's a complete miss. Red Signa, more shock off the Auxilia, now down to 2. Blue Signa, oh, they're all piling up. Red Leader 6. Well, that's this gang over here. They're going to start making their way back over the stream. We go 11. Get the way through the gap there. Blue Signa again. Fungal. He's going to pick some of this up. Take 2 of them. Probably only 1 actually. He'll take that shock off there. That shock off there. And he can't do anything else, I don't think. So yeah, just the 1 Signa, I think. Red Leader 4, that's the bows. Oh, now they can fire. They're firing at the mob, hitting on 5s. 3 hits. So 1 on this group. No. 1 on this group. No. And 1 on this group. Cocky. 4. Point of shock. Another Red Signa. Shock coming off Severus Dickus. They're down to 0. And another one. That's the shock off Auxilia. They're down to 1. Leader 3, Pussy. Well, he will pick up 1, 2, 3. And with his 2 command initiatives, that shot goes. Leader 1. Oh, well, he can pick that up. Right, Veruca will take that point of shock off using that Signa card, and he'll instill further. 2. Well, they all get another point of fervour there. Not brilliant. Oh, and look at that, Tempest Fugit. I'm glad I used those Signas for the Germans there. End of turn. Red Leader 4, that's the bows again. And the Germans can't do anything about this. That is 3 hits. Right, on the left as we look. 3 is a 1 point of shock. Well, that further goes. Front right as we look. 4, that further goes. They don't like it. And this group, the Oathsworn, 2, no effect. Blue Signa. Old matey again. Well, I think he's got to... what's he going to do there? He's going to instill more further. So add 1 to this roll. 5. Increased by 2. Red Signa. Oh, now I might do some pillar. So it's 3 dice here onto the Oathsworn. Hitting on 4s. Oh dear, rubbish. And the other side, 4 dice. 2 hits. And that is just 1 point of shock. Well, that's pretty pathetic, but I guess it all counts. Further drops by 1. Blue Leader 3, that is Pussy. Well, there they are. Old Pussy has got a 50% warband there. A bit loath to charge them. Not quite sure what to do with them, really. Well, he'll instill further. 6, nice one. Well, it's actually only 2. Blue Signa. Blue Signa. Red Signa, and that's going to be more pillar. It's a case of use them or lose them, I think. Near side, 3. Hitting on 4s, 2 hits. And that is 1 point of shock. Okay, down to 2. And the far side, 3 hits. Could have done with that for the effect. But that is 1 shock and 1 kill. Fervor's gone. Little matey at the back's had it. Useful. Red 6. Now, unusually, the Romans are starting to swarm the barbarians because these chaps here can move forward and have a go with their javelins. 4 dice, hitting on 5s. Wow, crunching hit. Again, could have done with that for the effect. So it's going to be 2 on this group. And that's a kill. And a shock. 1 on these. No effect. And 1 on these. Shock. 1 of. Further goes down by 1. So that's pretty useful, actually. At the moment, for all their ranting and raving, this warband is quite passive, and they're getting hit by missiles from the front and the left, and they're not really doing a great deal. Come on, Veruca, get your act together. But he hasn't got the chance, because that is Severus Dickus, and he's going to go straight in. And taking advantage of this lot fanning around and just shouting a load, the Romans are going to advance to contact. Ooh, I think they just manage it, because there's a gap of 4 inches there. They're in. Both leaders are all in, although for Veruca, he's only got his 2 command levels at the moment. Not a great hit from either side. Just did a reset there. I did the dice the wrong way around. Right, the hit on the Germans is 1 shock. So that further goes. 1 kill. Armour save. No. Is it on Veruca? It is. Oh, dear. What's happened to him? 4. He's lightly wounded. He's down to level 1. As bad things happen. Do that now before I forget. And 6. Oh, my lord. -2. Germans are on 2. Right. Not good. Coming back. Defensive dice. Saves the shock. Armour saves. Saves 1. So 1 hit. Is it on Severus? Yes, it is. He picks up a wound. What's happened to him? 4. Another light wound. So he's down to level 2. Bad things happen for him. 5. -2. Romans are on 6. Now over the other side. Big hit by the barbarians. But first of all, let's do the Roman hits. That's 1 shock. 1 kill. Armour save. No. So, yeah, so he's gone. They're up to 3. Defensive dice for the Romans. Oh, my word. Saves 3 kills and 1 shock. Look at that, look at that. Armour save of 5. Done. No effect. So, we go again. Second round. Ding, ding. This combat is ding dong. We got another round of combat. Veruca on the left is wounded twice. Severus Dickus is also wounded. This could be an absolute killer, literally. Let's go. Cracking hit from the Germans there. Let's do the effect of that. 2 shock. 1 on them. Their further drops to 2. Defensive dice. Well, that's gone. 2 kills have gone. And another shock will go. Armour saves. Saves that. 1 kill, but no shock. Now, here's the kill. I'm going to be on Severus. It is not. So he's gone, but like I say, no shock. Still locked in combat. Far side. Pitiful from the Romans. Just the 1 kill. That's saved. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Where's my defensive dice? Again, getting overexcited. They saved 2 shock. They're gone. Pick up 1 there. Defensive dice is saved. All right, not too bad then. This is absolutely nail-biting, and it's going down to the wire. And can you believe it? Old Tempest Fugit has appeared now. 2 blue Signa. So these chaps here, I think will move forward a little bit. They go 10. Nice. And they will fire at the Auxilia. Hitting on 5s. 2 hits. No effect. End of turn. First up is red 3, Minimus Coccus. So Minimus Coccus is going to get them back into open order and then close order. That's his 2 initiatives used. Red Signa, that will be Optio's side of the main event. They're down to 0 shock now. And that is Severus Dickus, and this might be the vinegar strokes of the game. And once again, old Veruca and Severus are all in. But that doesn't mean much for him because he's only got level 1. Again, another poor roll from the Romans. They got 2 hits, which are not saved. So, -1 on this. No, old Veruca's okay. So he's gone, and he's gone, and they are up to 3. Defensive dice for the Romans. Saves a kill and a shock. Armour save. Yes. Right, over the far side. But before we do that, it's a win by 2, actually, just remembered. So they go back 2. Come back to the bad things happens in a memento. Back to the far side. Again, terrible rolling for the Romans there. It's just 1 point of shock on the Germans. Defensive dice. Saves 2 shock. Armour saves. Yes. Oh, look at that. Okay. So they're still locked in combat. They got pushed back. We need to do a bad things happen. They're oath sworn. Oh, 2. And that is -1. Can you believe it? The Germans are on 1 force morale. They are hanging on. So there was no follow-up by Severus here. They're just glaring at them. They give support to them. We go again, second round here. A lot of shot coming back from the Germans there, but again, poor rolling from the Romans. What have they done? They have done another kill. So he's gone. They're up to 5. They're down to 50% now. Defensive dice will save 3 of those shocks. 1, 2, 3. So they get 1. And I think I can spread it across to the other side because they were supporting. And they get 1. That is the end of combat. Blue Signa. Blue 3. He will pick that up. This is Pussy. Well, there he is. He's going to make a charge. It's 2 dice 6 plus 2 for the further. Oh, more than enough. They are in. Smash. Pussy couldn't hold himself back. This might be a big error, actually, because they're 50% and the Romans are above 50%. But there we go. But that's a massive hit. Good effort, lads. And saves from the Romans there are just those 2 shock and another one. Armour saves. Now it's medium armour. They save 1, not the other. So he's gone. They're up to 2. Wrong. I think they stay at 1. And coming back is 1. Ooh, which is saved. We go again. And look at that hit. Defensive dice from the Romans saves 3 shock. Armour saves. They say 3 actually. It's 5, 6 on medium armour. Might have got that wrong earlier. Anyway, that's 1 kill with no shock. They remain in combat. Red 4, that's the bows. Well, they can't do a great deal at the moment. I'll get them back over the little stream. Waiting to fire when the opportunity arises. Red Signa, that's shock off Severus Dickus group now. They're back to 0. Leader 2, Fungal. Away we go. Well, now, before we do anything, he is going to do push up, so they're going to swap with them. So they reduce 1 shock as well, and this time I am going to allow Fungal to get in. I think I penalised him unfairly earlier. Right, let's go. Right, 1 shock on the Germans, so that's further drops by 1. 1 kill, armour save, no. So that's gone, and their further is gone. They didn't last long. Defensive dice. Saves that shock and all the rest of the shocks on any kills. Armour saves. None! 1, 2, 3. It's a win by 2 for the Germans. So they get pushed back. And I think they're going to go forward. It's about things happen. 2. No effect. Alright, second round. Again, massive hit by the barbarians there. So first of all, let's do 1 shock here. In fact, I think it's 2 shocks, so they get 1 at the rear. 1 kill, 1 armour save. No. So he goes, and they're up to 2. Defensive dice from the Romans need a good roll. And they've got 1. Look at that, 2 kills and 2 shocks saved. That whittled that down nicely. Right, armour saves. Ooh, 2. So 1 goes. So Matey's gone there. They're up to 2 shock. But they're okay. So they remain in combat. Wow, this is an epic. Red Signa. Well, that's shock straight off the Optios group. They're down to 1. Veruca. He's got his last card out of hand. Probably should have played that earlier. So he's got 2 command initiatives with that card. And I think he's going to do a push-up with the Oathsworn. And the rear group can take off a point of shock. Not too bad. Red Signa. More shock off for the Romans. Red 6. I don't think they can do anything at the moment. Blue Signa. Titus Anus. Here we go again. Romans are half strength. But it looks like Titus Anus and his gang have saved the best till last. Look at that crunching hit. 4 kills. Is one of them on Fungal? No. But 1, 2, 3, 4. They're up to 6. Defensive dice for the Romans. Cancels that out. Look at this. It's a masterclass in defence. They are going to rout. It's 2d6 plus 6. They go 14. Go through them. Give them 2. They're up to 5. Bang, they've gone. Fungal goes with them. It's about how things happen. 4, -2. And I'm afraid that is it. Veruca's last throw of the dice has ended in failure. They will now run away. He's barely alive. Will hobble back to his hovel, and the rest of his tribe will stream away from the nasty Romans, who have done a number, finally, on Veruca, and they can march their way merrily off to Belgica. Well done, Severus. Your adventures continue.